Hi everyone, this is Anna from Anna K Cards. It's been a little while. I was on vacation in New York, spending time with my daughter who goes to college there. And it was her birthday, and so I wanted to make a special handmade card for her. And so this is the card that I'm going to show you the tips, techniques, and products I used to create this card for my daughter, and she told me her favorite color is red. So I went for that color theme here. So like I said, I like to create my own background. So I created this background. It's so gorgeous. I love it so much. And the way I created this background is by stencils. So I'm working with products from the Greetery. And this is I don't remember, I think it's like 6-layered stencil. And the thing I love about layering stencils is that you can use so many different colors, and all, so that you get a multicolored background. And so I knew the flowers were going to be 4 different shades of reds, because the flowers require 4 different shades. So I had these inks from Altenew, and they come in packs of 4. So I used all these 4 shades to shade the stencils for the flowers. And usually what you do with layering stencils when they have 4 different shades for one image is that you start with the lightest color, and then on the first base, so the whole base background for each of these flowers is going to be this pink pearl. And then as you add each layer to the flower, you go darker and darker and darker. So really this was set for me. I didn't have to choose colors. I love that. So I was able, for those 4 shades, created these flowers. So beautiful. And the same with the leaves. So the leaves actually had 3 shades, I believe. So there was 3 stencils for the leaf image. So I just had, again, 4 colors of greens, and I just started with, I chose the lightest. So you start with the lightest, and then you work your way up to whatever shades you want to use, to the darkest shade. So that's how that turned out. And then, as you can see, there's a background that those little squares and those little holes, it's like adds so much texture, kind of like a tapestry material kind of texture to this. And what created that was this steel die from the Greetery as well. And after I stenciled first, and then I cut the card down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it retained the whole image. So the stencil is bigger, but then when you're done, you cut it down to the A2 size. So this is A2 size. And then I put this plate up like this. I turned the image over, the stenciled layer over, and then I ran it through my die cut machine, and it created this texture in the background. It's so gorgeous. And I did not want to cover this up at all. I could have just framed this and been happy with it. So what I did was, I did not want to cover this up. So what I did was I used vellum back here to create like a grounding for these flowers. So these flowers that have these etchings in it also came, this is also the Greetery. It's all one of their releases. So it also has these etchings that when you die cut it, these etchings come into the different layers of flowers. So I kind of cut it apart, but it comes with a bunch of different leaves and flowers and different sizes of flowers. And then these are the sizes I chose. And I did die cut them out of white cardstock. And then I used these same reds. I used these to shade in, once I die cut it, to shade in the die cut. And so I just kind of combined the pink Pearl and the Coral Bliss for the background flower, and then the darkest shade, the Vineyard Berries, for the little small flowers that I popped up in the center of the flowers. And then again, I wanted to add these flowers, but I wanted to ground them, and I didn't want to cover up this background, so I chose vellum. And I just found these old, and I wanted to have a flower look, so you can see that they have the flower look on the outside, those curves. So this is an old stash I had from Spellbinders, and I used one of these. I used this size and the smallest one, and I created layers, and I popped them up just to ground the images, the flowers. And then I used this to a very special person. This is a Hero Arts sentiment strip, and cut it to fit across the card. And then I wanted to bring in, I feel like this is a little bit vintage look, so I wanted to bring in the metallic gold cardstock, giving it more vintage look, and the cursive kind of font for this sentiment. So I just used these die cut sentiments. One says happy, one says birthday, and I just used gold metallic cardstock too. Die cut that out and add it up in the corner, and I'm really trying so hard not to cover up the background. I think it came out where I didn't cover up the main floral stenciling I did there. And then to continue with the gold, to bring the gold little splashes of that from the happy birthday sentiment, I put some gold gems in the center of each of these flowers, and also on this sentiment strip. All right, thanks y'all. See you next time. Bye.